expecting that to be knocked out early. But here comes the map selection, and we're going to see the coin toss and who gets to knock the first map out. Okay, Stracco got the win, so he's going to pick the first map. Runeberg's gone.
Yep.
Nope. Runeberg, he was Runeberg. Mines is gone.
Mines, yeah.
Ents is gone.
Himmelsdorf's gone now. Cliff's gone as well. Yep, so we have Abby again.
You saw what New Star did. Knocked out all the small maps.
Yep.
They knew exactly what to do. That's a bit underhanded going against a 6-man team, but...
Money is money. Yeah. Abby, Lakeville, and Prokhorovka.
Oh.
That's wrong. Prokhorovka is still there, right?
Oh, they changed it.
They put in steps.
They put in steps.
Okay.
Yep, steps, Lakefield.
It goes first steps. Interesting.
Okay. New Star starts from top position on steps first.
And then Lakeville.
Lakeville next.
And then Abby. That's great. We're going to see some new maps. Again.
It seems like League of Liberty really got...
Yeah, short hand stick.
They're in the disadvantage now, for sure.
Yeah.
That was well played by New Star.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You've got the selection there, and it seems like it's going to be a really tough fight there for League of Liberty. Not only down a player, but it seems New Star was really hitting that home. They knew it, and they were said, hey, we know what your weakness is right now. Bang, and just kept punching.
Yep.
That was
big maps.
Brutal. That was brutal.
Yep.
So, yeah, we also have the previous results of their last encounter, and I believe...
It was 1-3.
League of Liberty
New
took
Star
it, didn't they?
to League of Liberty, yeah.
Yeah, League of Liberty took it last time they played, and that means that, in theory, that they should have the advantage, and the crowd actually is very close. Regardless of League of Liberty being down a player, the crowd here thinks it's pretty even.
Yeah.
And that's fair, but does that mean that League of Liberty would have whitewashed it if they had all 7?
I don't know if the crowd knows.
No, they did. They would have known. League of Liberty's been in the crowd this entire time.
But still.
6 guys.
But still.
Maybe.
You know, yeah.
Maybe.
But then they just have a lot of support. And they, well, respect it.
Well, yeah,
I
League of
didn't mean
Liberty
support
have done
like
very well.
they just vote for you just because you're League of Liberty. I didn't mean that.
Okay. But League of Liberty have been strong all season. They've been crazy at times, and they've been really solid in other times. New Star, very similar sort of team. They have similar builds. They have similar tactics. I say similar in the sense of they do different things, but not necessarily similar in the sense of choosing the same things. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally understand.
Totally understandable. Flawless. But yes, we have, though, a very tense battle here. League of Liberty really want this. In fact, I just had the captain of GRATM come up and say, I reckon League of Liberty have got this. And he must have known it was 6 versus 7.
Yeah.
So that is intense. To say that GRATM says that, yeah, I think these guys have got it. I think they're just stronger. I'm not sure New Star would have anything to say to that, but they've obviously got the uniform, so I'm thinking that New Star have been together for a bit longer. But League of Liberty have been very strong this season, really strong. So yeah, League of Liberty took the last game in them, so New Star is going to be looking for revenge here. Stracco being a very strong T69 driver, Lucky Russia driving his T32. So what map were they playing last time? That was Himmelsdorf, was it?
Yeah.
It was Himmelsdorf. Yeah, so that map obviously is not available this time, so we're not going to be seeing that.
Oh.
What do you think? Give me your speculations. What are we going to see?
We're gonna see some T1s on New Star's team.
We're not going to see any T1s on League of Liberty. That's
Nope.
a really,
That's a
really
nice observation.
yeah.
I'm like a
blows
hawk.
my
I'm like a
mind.
hawk. Yeah, but they're definitely going to take advantage of that, flanking,
Yes.
sending a lone tank in one direction when they know, or two maybe, a pack to really flank and do some damage if they have a standoff where every tank isn't visible. I'm not sure about dividing your tanks from the beginning, because that would be very wise when League of Liberty has to rely on staying together.
Yeah, I think that's the way. League of Liberty's going to have to push together. They're going to have to run different strategies. And do you know what? They said they've been practicing for 2 weeks on 6 versus 7 strategies. I want to see it.
Yep.
I want to see what difference they're going to make, what sort of lineups they're going to choose to make 6 versus 7 work. And I almost guarantee if their first game wins, we're going to see a massive delay by New Star in posting their next lineup.
Yep.
Because they'll be like, we got to think of something different here.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to see a big delay. And, I don't know. That's if. That's a big if. But, I have faith. League of Liberty have been good all season. There's nothing saying they couldn't invent a good 6 versus 7. We did see Rush lose to a 6.
Yeah.
Granted, that was Synergy. But Synergy, in theory, were the weakest team.
Yep.
They came in 8th. So... strongest team versus weakest team, dropped a game, 7 versus 6, it's possible.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yep.
Wow. So I wonder what happened to make them 6 versus 7. It must have been a visa issue or travel issue.
Must have been, yeah.
Because I guess League of Liberty. Let's have a look at their lineup. Have they always had just 7 guys? That's one thing that often could hurt people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
No,
9,
it's
10. They've had 10,
yeah.
but they're mostly Russian. Streko and Nikolai, they're the Ukrainians. The rest of them are Russian. So if they're on Far East Russia,
Yeah.
then it could be really hard for them to get here. And if none of their other teammates could, I think I saw 51 Russ. He's definitely in their team.
Yeah.
We'll find out when it comes up. Live for Surf was definitely there because he was wearing his surfing shorts. He's very easy to spot. I think living up to his name. I haven't seen Lucky Russia. He was always a part of the team throughout the whole season, so I haven't seen him so far. Maybe it's him who's missing.
That would be tragic.
But we will see very shortly.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go into battle to look at what they're doing. You can't see it, but we can. We have AMX 3090 times 3 so far on League of Liberty. Do you reckon that's actually part of their strategy? Because obviously the bat chat isn't.
No, the bat chat isn't.
You can't see the screen, guys, but they've got a bat chat ready, which can't be in the battle. If you didn't know, top tier is 8.
Yep.
You can't have any more than 8. If you have anything more than 8, then it... you can't. Simple as that. You can't have anything that's worth more than 8 tier points. But anything goes. You can have an IS6 if you want, or a KV5 if you really want to. But you can see the guys getting ready. I'm trying to see their name badges, though, as they zoom in, and can't see any of their name badges. It's too...
come on.
That's
Focus.
That's Streko.
That's Streko, but that's...
I don't know what that one. Cassius, that's Cassius Clay. That's Cassius Clay. So
okay.
we know there's Cassius Clay, we know there's Streko, that's fine. 51 Russ is there, Just Cause is there, Live for Surf is there. I was right. Lucky Russia. He's not in the list, is he? Yeah.
Nope, he's not.
He's not on the list.
That's tragic.
Russia.
Yeah,
that's tragic.
That's really
He's a solid
unfortunate.
member of their team this entire time, and he's obviously not been able to get here. I feel really bad because offline events are really cool. If you've never done competitive gaming in any shape or form, or even gone to LAN events, and I know that's rarer in Europe these days, it's totally different. It's totally different. Just the atmosphere in general.
Yeah, it really is. But we're just waiting on... Nope. Now we're waiting on Streko as well. Just Cause on New Star's team is missing. Picking a tank. The chat is flashing, so...
The Rain 15551 is picked on both sides so far, so we're going to see a heavy artillery game. And... I mean, I love this map. Let's go through the map. What map are we playing on, just in case no one knows?
Which maps?
What map are we playing on?
Right now, it's Steps. And it's an insanely open map, where you need to get to key locations to get behind rocks, or just stay in around your base. But people don't.
If you don't know what steps is, guys, it's the desert map where in the west you've got the rocks, and in the east you've got the like valley area, and right through the middle you've got like a road that goes down. So if you didn't know what the map was, there it is. So what do you expect to see from? No, let's say new start, because obviously standard 7-man lineup. What do you expect to see from them on this map? What would you expect to see a team do on steps? We haven't seen it today.
Well, the streams that I've watched, we see a lot of teams go down the eastern route.
Yeah.
It's something that I actually wouldn't advise.
Not in public games.
No.
I must say that I always go to the west.
Yeah, or if I'm crazy in the middle, but I'm not. But that's what I predict, because there is the slopes, which will corrupt the line of fire for the artillery.
Indeed.
Now that it is tier 7 already, the line of fire will be even more difficult.
But if it hits you...
Yeah.
Are we going to see the T50-2 strategy? 2 on League of Liberty, but that's expected. But are we going to see 3 from New Star? They've got 2 selected so far, and we have seen some crazy tactics on steps of teams almost consisting entirely of T50-2s. Because it is such an open map. And they're like, let's pick the fastest tank.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look that way.
No.
It looks like they've gone for 3 AMX-90s, 2 50-2s, and basically the same lineup for both teams, but one team has a T1.
Yep.
That's it. That's the only difference we've got, guys. Will it make a difference on steps?
If they go one way and place the T1 in a bush east, then it will.
Do you know what? If League of Liberty were very aggressive and they attacked in one way with the artillery supporting, then it won't make a difference, because they won't be able to take advantage of that T1. But steps is one of those maps where the T1 can get around the back and either kill the artillery or start capping. And that's what League of Liberty have to be careful of, because they won't be able to do that. So, it's they've got to be careful, but they're obviously picking a very standard lineup. It's how they use it is going to make the difference.
Yep, standard.
So, let's hope Cassius Clay has got his game on in his Lorraine 155, because it's going to make the difference. I've seen games totally turn around by just artillery hits. An AMX 1390 gets hit by a Lorraine 155, you're dead. GG.
Yep.
So, let's get into game. Game number 1 on the first map of New Star versus League of Liberty. On New Star, we have Rest in Peace, Voss, Corretz, Krotz, Drydor, Just Cause, and Ali Impersonator.
And on League of Liberty, we have Nikolai, Cassius Clay, Live for Surf, Strecko, 51 Russ, and Region.
And we're seeing the identical lineups apart from Ali Impersonator. Yeah. In his T1. So that's the only difference between these two lineups, and I can't wait to see what League of Liberty Team 1 do. Oh yeah.
Yep.
3 seconds to go. 2, 1.
Free cam.
Roll out. Okay, this battle here should be one of the closest battles we've had all day. The fact that these guys are so super close in points in the league, they ended right next to each other, very, very similar in skill and style. There's no way to put anything between them. As we said, there's an advantage here on the field just by that extra T1, which can make a huge difference. But League of Liberty very confident that they've practiced playing with just 6 guys, being more aggressive maybe, or more defensive. We're about to find out.
Yep. We saw the T50 Strecko actually spotted Voss and Just Cause, and then he just left. I don't think they spotted him. So
no, they did not spot him, that's for sure. So we have an advantage already for League of Liberty. They've seen Voss, they know exactly where he is, which is, to be honest, a very, very standard location. It's a very, very standard location. Actually, I'm going to switch over to Just Cause there and see as he drives around. He's going to be poking up to the top of the hills and looking down, and he does see 51 Russ. 51 Russ has been spotted, but Just Cause, oh! Great shooting here, 2 shots against 51 Russ. Will he be able to get out of there, or is he going to go down? If 51 Russ goes down, this is so bad. But Just Cause gets a hit right to the side from the artillery, but it didn't connect, and Cassius Clay must be kicking himself. It was half a meter away from one-shotting Just Cause.
And Strecko again, sitting comfortably in a bush on the east side and ready to spot anything that moves.
So far, what do you think League of Liberty has in store for us?
Well, they have 2 tanks on the west side, and they're moving out right now.
Okay, we're seeing 51. Russ has been spotted going across. Wouldn't be surprised if an artillery shell tries to hit him, but Ali Perriator has been seen and he has to move out of there. If he doesn't move now, they've lost their advantage. That team won, and shots are going all around him, and he is actually in a lot of trouble. And there goes down to 50 HP. He's incredibly lucky to still be alive, but I can't imagine him surviving on the shot. In fact, Ali Perriator goes forth and dies. There's the advantage gone. So now it's actually an even battle, League of Liberty, but oh no, Live for Surf is taking some damage as he passes the open terrain. That is no good, because as you can see here, guys, that no damage has been returned. So we have an HP advantage here for New Star. So New Star have an HP advantage over League of Liberty, but League of Liberty have removed the tank advantage that they once had. Wow, what a start.
Yeah, it's a great start for League of Liberty. They're just gotta make the best out of the situation right now. Oh, rest in peace, being spotted up there by the Northern T50-2, I believe.
But Strecko's now caught out with Vos and Koretz going either side of him. Does he know they're there? Has he seen both?
Yep.
He has seen both.
He's seen one.
Oh, he's seen one. Just Cause is moving in as well, and they're going to move in together. Just Cause, Vos, and Koretz moving in at the same time, but Strecko is running away. He's like, I am not engaging here. Lifasurf, though, is then being highlighted by Koretz, Vos, and Just Cause, trying to get the artillery to lay some covering fire there. As you can see, though, that this is the way this map works, actually, I find. The team starts spinning around. It's like a wheel. They keep chasing each other. One team disconnects from the battle and runs around the other side, and there the cap starts for League of Liberty, actually, against New Star, which is actually quite surprising.
Yeah. It was. Let's go up north. Cassius Clay has moved his artillery all the way up north, nearly now. And when can he start helping again?
Well, Dryador is actually spotting Region, and who's the other guy there? Region and Nicolay. So Nicolay and Region are looking for the artillery, and he's repositioned. As we can see here, Krot has gone over to the south and is trying to make his way past the cap circle, because he could be caught out any second now. But let's go over to the action on the other side, as Vos, Just Cause, and Koretz with Dryador find the artillery there, and Cassius Clay's in a lot of trouble. But Krot is found and taken out, and if League of Liberty, if New Star cannot get some advantage right now, then League of Liberty could. Oh! Koretz goes down with a one-shot.
God.
Absolutely fantastic shot there from Cassius Clay. League of Liberty could actually pull this off.
Insane.
Cassius Clay, though, in trouble, though. He's already done his damage that he needs to do. Stracco needs to guard him, get in front. But Cassius Clay's reloading. He's got to go for the point-blank shot against Dryador. Will he be able to get the shot off? The answer is no. He's got to try and back off. But no, he goes down. But I think he's done his job. I don't think he needs to do any more than that. Stracco, Nicolay, Russ, and Lifasurf back off now. They've killed the enemy artillery. They've lost theirs. But now they're absolutely terrible position here for New Star. And rest in peace, Vosk and Dryador in terrible trouble. I don't think there's any other way to describe it.
Yeah, because Lifasurf and Region and Stricker are coming in for Vosk, and if they don't get into a better position with him, he will be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, Voss now and Rest in Peace sticking together as they need to do. In fact, this is going to be the final encounter as Region actually gets hit on the approach. Voss, Rest in Peace, and Strecko all fighting it out here, trying to take someone out. Strecko can afford to go down, but he's not going to want to. He can actually do a lot of damage around the back of AMX 3090s.
Lifasurf got a free shot off on Vosk.
Wow, that's unfortunate for Vosk, as they are in so much trouble here. But here we go, Region, Russ, Strecko, Lifasurf, and Nicolay, who's actually really far away, trying to get round, and Strecko gets so much damage. Dryador's going to come out, down to 14 HP, and he does go down. But in the meantime, Voss is in a lot of trouble as Region and Russ move forward. But this is not actually too bad for New Star. They're actually doing all right. Although, have you been counting bullets? Because I think they're going to be out of shells any second now. There goes Vosk. Rest in peace. 2 more shots needed to take him down. But 86 HP. Are we going to see the... Yeah, we are. The T50-2s come in and he goes down. Dryador, the last guy left. Let's go to his cam and see him run away. This is what I told you they would do. They're now going to run away, buy time and think, how are we going to stop this? Hey,
Yeah,
now
how
I'm
we
going to
gonna-
use this time.
How are we gonna stop a 6-man team?
How are we going to stop a 6-man team doing this crazy stuff to us?
Can't believe it.
They can't believe it. In fact, that's what they're doing now. Drydo is going to buy them time for their captain to turn around and go, okay, we just lost the first round against a 6-man team. No biggie, don't worry. But there he goes down.
No time.
Good shot there for Liversurf.
It's yours. It's your, what? Yeah. Talk.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
heard it too. I was like, what? But yeah, great
Okay,
game.
Great
Really
game.
great
Absolutely
game.
great game.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, yes, so that was actually fantastic. Let's look at the stats. I gotta look
7
at the
shots
stats.
by Cassius Clay and 1 direct hit. It's smashing the hell out of a player.
So the damages look really close, apart from there's one tank that didn't do anything. Correct. Boom! 0 damage. Absolutely 0 damage. Correct. Took 0 damage. Streko, Russ, Liversurf, Nikolay, Region, and Cassius Clay all doing reasonable amount of damage. Cassius Clay landing just 1 direct hit. That's all he needs to do, but hit top damage in the team. Region 1,196 with 9 shots, 6 of which hit. The AMX-90, though, of Liversurf and Russ, both getting over a clip-off. This is such a fast-moving battle that missing so much is not the big issue. The big issue here is correct. Getting one-shotted.
Yep.
Without firing a shot.
Yeah.
That is the big issue, and that is what won them the game. Cassius Clay just got a pat on the back by his entire team. Well done, sir. That was a shot for the record book. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect a direct hit on an AMX-90. They're meant to just keep moving, but because they were staying still to shoot, well, that's the risk you take, and that's why I say about these autoloaders having to stop and shoot.
Yeah.
If they fire on the move, they've got to waste their clip and then a 40-second reload time. You got to do that?
No.
Are you really going to risk that?
No.
Clearly not. Okay, lineup changes. Do you reckon New Star will or will not have a lineup change?
I don't think so.
No?
I just think it was a fluke.
You think it's
They
a fluke?
think it's a fluke by
Okay.
yeah. Let's look at that poll again.
60%.
It looks pretty kind of good now. 40%.
I don't know.
liking
The
it.
audience might be like, "Come on," because they're like the underdogs. League of Liberty being a man down. That's why they're the underdogs. That's the only reason. I don't know. Pretty good. Taking the first game. I knew this would be the closest. I knew this would be the closest set of today. Absolutely dead sure. And League of Liberty looking quite calm, actually. Looking really nice.
Yeah.
It's New Star who are nervous, being taken down by a 6-man team.
Can't believe that.
Yeah, stunned look here from the youngest member of their team, looking straight at the camera. Like, okay, I don't have any words for that. I think their captain must have said, as you said, like, okay, let's just do it again, but do it right this time.
Yep.
Correct? Dude, don't get hit by artillery.
Come on, don't. Just don't. What?
Just don't. There's no other advice there, but no. There we go. So, right, looking at the lineup so far, no one's changed anything. I'm just going to quickly check the chat room to see if anything's going. And I don't see any changes. I think we're going to see the same battle again. And we're going to see if Cassius Clay can actually nail it once more. It's the big weakness of these light tanks.
Yep.
They are very vulnerable. Even if you miss,
700.
It's
insane.
cripples you. It
Yeah.
takes your track out, it takes ammo right damage, or kills a crew member, and that's just by missing the shot. You know, that's direct hit. GG. Like Koretz just saw or found out, he knew beforehand, obviously, but as we just experienced, it can turn the game. Being a man down, not being able to do any damage whatsoever. Come on, easy mode. But, you know, New Star was still hanging in there. I don't think that it was clear-cut, even with a man down. It could have gone either way for a few moments. League of Liberty definitely pushed on and made sure that they kept their advantage. They couldn't protect their artillery after that amazing shot. So if that shot didn't connect, they would have lost their artillery for nothing. But instead it did connect, and he was a hero.
Yeah, he actually got cocky and went for another MX 1390 instead
Is
of
that
going
what it
for
was?
the T50.
Instead of moving?
Yeah. But if you hit that one, it would have been yay.
It would have been.
Even earlier. It was pretty late.
Pretty good. Okay. But still, so looking at these tanks, and you can see why the T69 isn't used. It's too slow. On such an open map like this, T69 gets hit by artillery much easier than the AMX, and basically with the tier 7 artillery will die just as quick. But anyway, let's go into match number 2 of League of Liberty versus New Star. And we have the same lineup here. Rest in peace, Voss, Koretz, Krotz, Dryador, Just Cause, and Ali Parator.
And yeah, on the League of Liberty, we still have Nikolai, Cassius Clay, Liversurf, Streko, 51 Rush, and Region. And we are on the move.
We are on the move indeed. Okay, so let's see if they're going to run a different strategy this time. Koretz, Rest in Peace, Krot, Voss, and Just Cause moving out here all together, leaving just one guy behind to guard the base. Ari Parator, as per usual.
Yep. And on League of Liberty's team, we have the T50-2 going east, spotting 2 guys, the T50-2s.
Oh, Just Cause just got tracked. Sorry to interrupt, but Cassius Clay whacked Just Cause. He had to use his repair kit to get out of there. Let's see the damage for Just Cause there.
Streko barely misses the Lorraine 155.
But he's got no more damage. The repair kit repaired anything that was wrong with him. He didn't lose a crew member, so he was very fortunate there.
And Region is just sitting here over here.
Oh my word.
Koretz is coming in as well, so he is hightailing it out there.
The entire team are coming in. Just Cause, Rest in Peace, Voss, Koretz, the whole shebang. They come in really trying to put pressure on League of Liberty, but League of Liberty, they're withdrawing. They're deciding not to engage New Star at this moment.
Better do that and lose a guy and then be down
That's
2
it.
guys.
With Just Cause moving at close range to try and proximity scout anyone that's behind this rock. He's got to be careful though, because just 2 shots and he can go down from these AMX 90s. So he's actually failed though. He has not been able to spot, which means his teammates have been able to move across the open ground without any problems. But no! Cassius Clay has been spotted. This could be disastrous for League of Liberty. Just Cause moves out and he gets into cover with the artillery just getting just next to him. But Liftstuff goes on fire. The fire is out now. 51 Russ is on fire too. Is that the autocannon from the... Are they on fire?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, well, Region 30. Oh no, he's tracked! Region is caught on his own, and he will go down immediately to these 3 guys. Koretz, Rest in Peace, and Voss, like a pack of animals, take him down. He was unable to get away, his track was cut, and that means he was easily dealt with. It looks like, though, on the other side of the battlefield, that there is pressure going on to the artillery. Yep. And it could be that Krot could go down any moment now to the light tank over there. Let's actually see if we can get any vision on that. Come on, keyboard. You can do it. And Krot is in trouble. Nikolai, and his ammo rack is damaged. So Nikolai is going to be taking him out now. He repairs the ammo rack, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Nikolai runs in the back of him, puts him on fire, and he does go down. So... oh, it's not so clear cut. Cassius Clay was taken out.
Cassius Clay was taken out, and the rest are on really low HP. And Just Cause just put in a ton of damage with that auto cannon on, on 51 Rush.
And Strako comes back in for another bout, but it looks like League of Liberty in a hell of a lot of trouble. And Strako, though, is running away from the entire New Star. And if he can just run away for a little bit longer, they might be able to put some damage in to New Star, but this doesn't seem like it's going to go their way. It looks like this for the first time we're going to have the third. Whoa! Rest in Peace goes down in the background. Great sniping there from League of Liberty. And Strako is still running away. Not much damage. Just Cause right on his tail, but no one else has been able to get any damage onto him. And I'm really surprised at this. Let's see if we can get a better view of Just Cause as he chases down Streko. Just Cause actually in a lot of trouble himself, down to 43 HP, and Streko kills his chaser. So this is incredibly close as Dryador and Koretz move in, and well, New Star need this win. If they lose this, they lose the map, and that could be the first, well, would be the first 6-man win of a map. Koretz and Dryador, though, trying to put some pressure on to Live for Surf, and let's say, how is League of Liberty doing?
Right now, they could actually be in a pretty good position because they have caught them in the middle of the map right now. Even though they only have 2 T50-2s, they can still do a lot of damage, as we just saw with Just Cause did to 51 Russ.
Well, yeah, I don't know what to say. I just think two AMX-90s versus an AMX-19 two T50s, you know, the obvious advantage would go to the AMX-90s. But if the AMX-90s are chasing the T50s and have to reload, and League of Liberty realise this and turn around, they can actually win it. There's no reason why not. But here we go. Voss is actually running into Live for Surf and Nikolai, and if he's caught on his own, he could be taken out here.
Yeah,
but Dryador is moving in to try and catch up and help out. But Live for Surf at 200 health, he gets one more shot and he goes down. If he goes down, this could be all over. But Streko and Nikolai come in, get in front, but it's too late. Nikolai was not able to absorb the shot. Voss is going to be able to take it out and clean up this house, but no. Streko and Nikolai are 1 HP. They're going to have to run away now because Dryador has turned up, and no, too late. And Streko being the last man left for League of Liberty, and that can't win on their side, really, can they?
Maybe. Never say never.
Never say never. Caress is making the shots, and if he has to reload, then Streko could be able to pull something out. Caress has actually missed all the shots here, and it's going to be Streko turning around and killing Dryador while Caress reloads. Would be one hell of an upset. Dryador's actually slowed down though, so I guess he's waiting for his teammate because he doesn't want to fight Streko one-on-one. And to be fair, neither would I. Streko has been performing expertly today, and wow. Correct and Dryador moving in now together though to try and take out Streko, and this time Streko's tracked and is gunned down by Correct and Dryador, but damn, that was close. At any moment, it could have gone the other way, but League of Liberty were in it to the last, regardless of who was it who was caught out in the open. It was League of Liberty's Region. Region was caught out. He was tracked while running away. If he wasn't tracked and got away, that could have been a whole different story. But we are going to go into the third match for the first time. That's absolutely crazy and amazing. Here we go then. Yeah. We have the stats here with Russ firing 5 shots but only landing a critical hit.
That's
wait, what? 5 shots fired and 28 damage dealt? That was the Ram. He missed every shot. 1 shot was a critical hit and that's it. Wow, 51 Rust was very unfortunate there today. And if he got some more damage off, look at the damage from the team, apart from Region. Region was caught out as well. So actually there's 2 guys not doing so well there for them. But if we look over on the other side, rest in peace.
But look at the T-52s. They did a ton of damage with those autocannons. Yeah,
they did. Nikolai and Streko did all the damage there for League of Liberty. And this is what I'm talking about with all these strategies. With all these strategies using the T-50-2s as the main damage dealers. You wait and skirmish at a distance, right? You're like, okay, come in, fire, 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 and the AMXs reply. And if the AMXs reply for 3 or 4 shots, engage them at close range. They haven't got enough damage to kill you. You clean them up because you're constantly firing. They haven't got enough HP to survive. 40 seconds is a long time. You can't run away from a T-50-2. Fastest, most maneuverable tank in the game. Really, you can't run away. So the AMX 90s would be in a lot of trouble. And we've seen that work. We have seen that work. It's very particular. I wouldn't say it's a recommended strategy for every battle, but you know what? The way things have been going, I wouldn't be surprised if someone pulls that out of the hat and go, okay, let's go T-50-2 Strat.
Yep, all of them.
Whew. Right. So, New Star feeling a bit better.
A little bit better, yeah.
But probably still a bit unnerved that it was that close.
Yeah, it was still really, really, really close. It could have gone either way, actually. If I would say if he hadn't rammed that AMX 1390 in the end, he could have had a lot more HP because he only did the ram damage there.
Yes.
He didn't shoot, so he was reloading. So maybe ramming wasn't such a good idea?
Maybe not, but we do see League of Liberty here discussing their tactics. They know they're onto a winning formula here. They know that they have a chance. Yeah. They're really happy. Their morale is high. Yeah. Even though they just lost that game, they are soaring high. They're feeling really good, and for good reason.
For good reason, yeah.
For good reason. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this. What's the next map?
The next map is Lakeville.
Lakeville. Yeah. I'm thinking that's not so good for a 6-man team. But
well, leave one to scout T-50-2. He can bugger off if something.
I mean, it's possible. Of course, everything's possible. But I'm trying to think of, they need this win, because what's the third map? Abbey. No chance.
No chance whatsoever. No.
Right, they need that T1 on Abbey, because we've seen how it works. So they need to win this one. They need to win the next one. If they don't, I think by the time it hits Abbey, if it's 1-1, by that point, I can't say that a 6-man team can pull it off. So League of Liberty need this one. They need this one. They need it. They have to win this next battle. I think if they don't, it's all over. If it's not over in the next round itself, the next map, it's got to be all over by the end of the day. They need it. They absolutely need it.
Yeah.
That's my bet. That's my bet. They need this one. If they don't take this map, they're
in trouble.
They're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the losers bracket.
Yeah.
But T50-2s, surprising amount of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage. Well, against AMX 3090s, not surprising, but the amount of shots that they fired and hit, that's surprising, because that autocannon is...
Just get close,
get
close,
really
run up beside them and drive by, and then run off again.
Yep.
It's kind of reminds me of that situation. But we're going straight into game number 3 on the first map of the fourth set of today, the fourth and final set of today, New Star versus League of Liberty. And for New Star, we have Rest in Peace, Voss, Koretz, Krotz, Drodor, Just Cause, and Ali Perita.
And for League of Liberty, we have Nikolai, Streko, 51, Russ, Regen, Cassius Clay, and Liv Surf.
Absolutely amazing players from both teams, and we've seen some great plays from both teams, especially Cassius Clay getting that one shot on the AMX 90, and let's see if they can do that again, because, well, that definitely took them through.
It really did.
It really did take them through on the first round, so, well, the first battle, so...
It looked like a repeat of the first match, with Streko going over on the east side, sitting in a bush, spotting, and, yeah, Liv Surf being back up in a bush.
But we have a big push over here, and Streko does spot it, and the artillery misses Just Cause by a meter. And the reply against Streko also misses. We've got Koretz, though, moving up to the forward rock, and Streko was hit with a... That was a close shot. I didn't see how that could have hit. But what a great shot there from Rest in Peace and Just Cause. So they hit him again. And Streko's in a lot of trouble. And that could be a massive blow to League of Liberty. Losing Streko, the guy who's been consistently the strongest player on their team, or one of the strongest, their captain, goes down super early. Fantastic shooting. I think that was intentional by New Star. They saw what he was doing. They knew his route. They got into a position where they could just stop and aim. Yep. They ran a risk that Cassius Clay wouldn't hit one of them, but it paid off.
Yep.
Oh,
paid off big way, because both T50-2s have been the major damage dealer, and now one of them is gone.
Yeah, and not only that, the captain. Oh, wow. Okay, League of Liberty now massively behind and in a ton of trouble. Plan?
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Good plan.
Yep, I think that's the best strategy right now, because they're outgunned, outmanned, even more.
Outgunned and outmanned, but Ali Perita gets hit by the artillery, and then Regen takes him down. That was a good use of Tier 7 artillery there, taking out the T1, but it was successful. And in the meantime, they do spot one of them. Who was it who was spotted on the team? One of your guys was spotted, League of Liberty guys was spotted there, and I didn't see who it was.
I think it was either Nikolai or Regen.
Nikolai it was, yeah. Nikolai got spotted, and he's still spotted now. The T50-2 moving along. But in the meantime, Just Cause has actually just found out that there is a flanking maneuver going on.
Yep, but he's...
That means they have to react, and they're coming in now with Voss, Rest in Peace, and Koretz moving in to counter the countercharge. Basically... this is really hard to say, but League of Liberty now have to hit. They have to have Cassius Clay hits, knock out an AMX 100 90 before the fight commences. Rest in Peace, though, gets a hit from Liv Surf. Liv Surf gets revealed in doing so. It is able to back out without taking any damage. But this is Krot's chance, and if Krot hits Liv Surf here, it could be all over. But no, Krot doesn't get the aim in time. He wasn't looking the right direction. We have Voss, Koretz, Rest in Peace, and Just Cause moving forward, trying to find something. In the meantime, League of Liberty
is relocating. Again.
Again.
Yep.
Switching it around.
And pinging the map like nuts. So they want something done to the eastern
It's
side.
Stracco, he's dead. What else is he going to do? He's got to ping,
Yeah,
ping, ping.
yeah, ping.
Dry door though, moving around, coming onto the other side to see what is going on, and runs into Nikolay.
Yeah.
Hasn't spotted anyone else though yet, as most of the League of Liberty guys are featuring in the north and the northwest, so taking that corner as their own. But the cap is starting, and they're really far
yeah.
away.
They are. And Nikolai is now giving chase to Diodor, and should probably be going full speed towards the base to spot whoever's capping.
Regent's taking a ton of damage trying to get in, and this is really unfortunate for League of Liberty, but a very, very smart move from New Star. And this... Oh wait! They stopped the cap. After taking that much damage, they thought that was good enough. Let's not stay in the open where you could easily get hurt. They instead decide to just move out. But rest in peace, loses half his HP from a random shot from there, well, seamlessly randomly shot from Cassius Clay. Live for Surf and Region though moves in, and Region's in a lot of trouble here with 403 HP. Rest in peace gets the first shot. It does mean that Region's going to go down unless Rest in Peace misses, and he does, but then Region hits the ground in front of him, and Rest in Peace gets the following shot. But then there's counter shots from Cassius Clay. That should not have happened from both teams. A shot into the ground and then a shot into the air. But Live for Surf also goes down, and this is...
GG.
This
they've only lost one unimportant tank and one important tank, so this is GG. There's nothing.
And the crowd is going nuts out there. It's so busy as people are just...
2T50-2 suddenly appear.
Yeah, suddenly a T50-2 appeared. And Cassius Clay, the last guy alive, won't be able to make anything happen. And that's really unfortunate news for League of Liberty. They lose the first map, which to me means that they are in so much trouble. I just don't see how they are going to pull off Abbey. But I can't wait for the next map to see how they perform.
Yeah, Lakeville. Looking forward to that.
Because Lakeville, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they desperately need the 7th player. But Just Cause is moving in there and going to be killing off Cassius Clay with a ram. No. He just takes him out with his cannon. And that's it. That's the end of that. League of Liberty do not win the first map, even though they had such a strong performance.
Yeah, too bad.
Too bad. Yeah, too bad. But let's have a look at the damage. We have Stracco not doing anything. Swatting 3, then dying. We have Live for Surf doing 6 shots. Lots of damage to Cassius Clay. Region doing 5 shots. 51 Rust getting taken out quite early though. Taking a lot of damage on the approach. And Nikolay not doing much either. So, you know what? That battle was just solid in favour of New Star. Really.
Yeah.
They played very well. And here we see the map has changed. And we go ahead and you're changing my settings. Okay. Again? My settings like to change. Anyway, League of Liberty losing the first game means that they are going to be very hard pressed. Being down a guy on a map that was okay, so not have a guy. If you're moving around a lot, you're putting a lot of pressure on, you can do okay. But in Abbey, it's going to be really, really tough. I think they can make do in Lakeville. Make do in Lakeville just fine.
Yeah. Just gotta get the sound fixed here because we had crew voices and music, so...
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry guys if there was a disruption in the sound during the last two battles, or the last few battles. My settings decided to change. Whatever.
Didn't matter.
Anyway, doesn't matter. We fixed them now. League of Liberty, what can they do? What's their strategy for Lakeville?
They're being down one man? I have really no idea. I'm really looking forward to seeing their strategy because they have to have practiced on every map, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do on Lakeville because they did really good on steps. Really surprised me there. And then of course the 1100 shot straight in the face.
I can't hear anything. Too much Russian in my ear. I hope you guys aren't hearing that as well because there we go, it's gone. Okay, yeah, okay, so T1 on this map, where would you use them? Where would you use them? You would use them covering the west if you go east, or covering the east if you go west?
Or
basically.
middle.
Or middle.
Find a bush.
So there is a lot of avenues for New Star to go ahead and take advantage.
Yeah, it's a lot. on this map particularly, because Step was insanely open. Here you have water, a mountain, and a city. So you really have to place that T1 really, really well.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if there's much we could say about that. League of Liberty are in a hell of a bind. We see the break going down here for both teams, and New Star thanking themselves that they managed to best League of Liberty. And League of Liberty very disappointed from such a strong start, going, we almost had it! We almost had it! And it slipped through our fingers. And that was just... They must feel really bad. And not for the reason that they didn't put a good effort in. They did. It was really good effort.
Really good effort.
The thing they feel bad for is that they feel it
slipped through their fingers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. What do you reckon then, guys? You guys at home, who's going to do or what's going to happen in the next map? Describe it. One sentence. What do you think is going to happen? Is it going to be an obvious one-sided match? Is League of Liberty going to pull some amazing thing that we've never heard of? Or even just guess the lineups? See what you think is going to happen in the next game. I'm going to have a look here at what you guys have been talking about. Yeah, you're talking about the AMX 69, sorry, the AMX 69, the T69. In the last map especially, you can see the T69 being useful. It sounds useful. The T50-2s can't really hurt them, so that they are a lot tougher in that situation. But because they're so slow compared, they can be hit by artillery a lot more.
Yeah. And the map has been opened a lot more. Opened up for artillery.
It has.
And the rework. So really have to be careful where you sit in such tanks. But they know all about that. But still.
Yep. YOLO rush down the middle, apparently.
Yeah.
That would probably work.
Probably.
I wouldn't either, but apparently that's the favourite in our chat. Just go down the middle. And lots of running from League of Liberty. Yeah, that's probably a good chance that would happen.
Yeah.
Or just engagement in the city. Just going off into the city and trying to skirmish there. But do you know what? I just don't see that happening. I don't see that League of Liberty will try and engage in the city. Unless, losing a T1 is not necessarily the best combat tank, is it? It's not going to do much damage. So if League of Liberty went for an aggressive strategy and just rolled and took out the main portion of New Start, they could still take advantage.
Yeah.
The long game, the long passive game, favours the T1s being used as scouts.
Yep.
To just bypass it and go, okay, let's just go forward with a big, strong push in one direction. You don't really need that 7th player.
Not really.
I would say that's probably their best bet. That's what I'm going to see from League of Liberty in the next few minutes as they get ready to go. We are seeing people readying up AMX 5100s.
Loving it.
Good choice.
Bigger tanks.
Bigger HP by 50 over the T69.
Yeah.
But a lot more damage.
Yep. A lot more damage, but a lot longer reload time as well.
How long is the reload time?
50 to 60 seconds.
Woo! That's a long time. Imagine, guys, out of a 15-minute battle, or 10-minute battle, sorry, you are out for a whole minute after you fire. That's crazy. A tenth of the battle reloading after you fire your shots. You've got to be careful. And if you miss, you are a liability to your team. But let's go through, while we wait for the game to start, let's go through the actual main events for the next couple of days, things like that. What's actually going on here with the double elimination tournament and the basic rules? I'm sure we've got some of you guys here watching who hasn't seen what's going on, but it's a double elimination tournament.
Yep.
Playing up to 3 maps, best of 3 per set of 2 teams fighting each other, and first to 2 victories on each map.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah. And the losers sent to the losing team is sent to the losers bracket,
and
then are given a chance to fight back, and that's going to be tomorrow, where we'll have the semifinals.
Yes.
And the losers bracket.
So we have Synergy, we have Unity,
and we have Gra.
No.
What?
Down in the losers bracket. Synergy went down. There we go. Okay, Useback is already there on the right. Synergy, Mind. We forgot Mind. There we go. Synergy, Mind, and Unity, and whoever loses in this one, either League of Liberty or New Star will go down. But of these teams, there was several with 6-man. So they could fix that by tomorrow. Someone could be turning up for these teams. So Synergy and Mind, you can't see who win. They're both 6-man teams, I believe, today, Mind and Synergy. So if one of them get their 7th player back, especially Synergy, they could be playing a lot better. Mind, they were unfortunate. They did really well against Gratiem, but Gratiem were just outplaying them. I've got to say, they just were so much more solid in the fundamentals. But this is one of Mind's first offline events, and therefore they are just not as used to being in these situations. And that does count for a lot. Experience in offline events carries so much weight. Offline events, you can just judge them equally. Online events, you judge them equally. Offline events, though, situations can occur in the setup and the way you work. It just isn't there. Anyway, game number 1 of the second map. New Star versus League of Liberty. For New Star, rest in peace, Correct, Sturdor, Vosk, Just Cause, Croton, Ali Perriator.
And for League of Liberty, we have Cassius Clay, Nikolai, Liv Surf, Strecko, 51 Russ, and Region.
We are seeing a double AMX50 strategy, 5100 strategy for League of Liberty, but we're not seeing the same for their counterparts. New Star have gone for a double T69 instead.
Yep, and they're leaving no one at home to spot the west side. So they're just leaving that one open. If people want to go there, then when we have Cassius Clay running into 51 Rush, so we have a little bit of bad communication there. Slowing down the slowest tank. Oh, and a rush through the middle.
It does seem like a big push down the middle, although they're now slowing down. It doesn't seem like they're going to get there, but they have spotted 51 Russ and Region, and they're taking a lot of damage. 51 Russ could go down right at the start, but he gets away. The push into the middle was purely to get him, but Just Cause received some damage back, and Vosk is returning damage, and Strecko over there is getting damage. I can't keep up with this, as Strecko is needing to get round the corner and survive, but Just Cause does go down.
He's killed in a blind shot.
Wow. That was an artillery shot, right?
Nope. AMX50.
Wow. Okay, well, they knew where he was. He was roughly there, so that's not so bad. We're going to have to go free cam in the cities, because looking from the tank point of view just doesn't work. Yeah. Rest in peace, though. Took quite a bit of damage. I don't know how that happened.
So did Strecko.
Yeah.
He's running.
51 Rush is down to like 200 health, isn't he? Isn't he? 400.
400.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so rest in peace, and Correct's going around the churchyard and pulling back out of the town. They're leaving the town to League of Liberty if they so wish it. And in the meantime, we are going over to the far side and seeing what Ali Perriator is finding, or Perriator is finding on the far side. And the answer is nothing. Nothing's going on there. But there is guards, so they couldn't push through if he wanted to.
No, Nikolai is sitting there. If he will dare to go through, then he'll quickly be spotted and taken care of.
Well, we are seeing an advancement from New Star through the city. They seem like it's the only option for them, and I would agree, looking at the formation of League of Liberty is probably the best bet for them right now.
Yeah. But then again, 51 Rush and Region, then Rest in Peace and Diodor, the combined HP, it's in favor of League of Liberty, but they do have one more tank, or 2 more tanks, so this will be a bad engagement if they don't land all their shots, Region and 51 Russ.
Yeah, if 51 Russ is able to stay out of the battle and not be targeted, this could work really well for League of Liberty. But 51 Region and 51 Russ are spotted, and they're not far enough back. Region is going to be caught out and takes a huge amount of damage, down to 315 HP, and Russ is also down to 428. He's going to be focused down, and he is down, and Region is going to go down shortly afterwards, doing almost no damage. That was really poor positioning for League of Liberty, and that is that. Nikolai is going to come back and try and clear them out, because Drydor, Vos, and Correct and Rest in Peace are all at really low HP. So if that was even a slight better engagement, League of Liberty had that in the game. I think they threw it away.
Yeah, he could have done a lot of damage, but he didn't catch the 5100 going around the corner there. He was open for quite some time before he started firing.
But Vos knows where Strecko is going and takes him down as well, leaving just Live for Surf left. And what? Yeah. That was League of Liberty's game to lose. I have to say, that was a terrible game, or in reverse, a great engagement from New Star.
Yeah.
They moved in there and just cleaned up.
Yeah, 51 Rush took way too much damage in the beginning.
And the crowd goes absolutely mental for New Star doing something they shouldn't have done. League of Liberty had that game, and the AMX 5100s were just blind. Do you know what? If they had a T1 in that town, they would have won that. They would have known the push was coming and been able to fall back into better positions. So frustrating, I think is the only way to say. But look at this. Russ firing 2 shots, one of them landing. Oh, okay. Region managed to get some shots off before that final engagement. That final engagement, he only got 1 shot off.
Yeah.
And did nothing because of that. However, yeah, nothing else to say really about the
not
stats.
really. We saw what happened, and you saw too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I focused on that. The MX 5100 being stopped by 51 Russ. It cost him so much HP.
It did.
Because he had to stop, go all the way around him, and
that's really unfortunate. Wow. For a team that need all the luck they can get, they are being very unfortunate. And I say luck, it's not luck.
No.
They're just misplaying ever so slightly. But in this level of play, a single mistake means you are going to lose. And League of Liberty have been making a few mistakes.
Yeah.
I have to say, they're making a few mistakes. And New Star are making mistakes too, but just not as many. And they're taking advantage of League of Liberty's mistakes a lot better.
Yeah. And they can afford to make a few mistakes.
And they can afford to make at least one mistake. They have that extra mistake to make. And that last battle, that last engagement is frustrating because League of Liberty had it. And why were they there? Why were they there? Of all places, surely they should have been back to be able to see the enemy approaching.
Yeah, a lot longer stretch.
Yeah, but that's close range. You don't want to be close range with the AMX 5100. That's not where they're good. I don't know. It seems like a crucial mistake or miscommunication there within League of Liberty, and I'd love to be able to ask them and say, like, "Hey guys, why? Why did you do that? What was going through your head when you made that choice?" It just seems, I don't know. But yes, just in case you didn't know, if you only got 6 guys, you get 41 points. You get 42 points if you have 7 players. You lose a single point every time you lose a player, but you have to have at least 5. You cannot play with less than 5 players. You can miss 1, you can miss 2 people, but I've never seen a 5-man team win.
No. I've never seen this 5-man team. I haven't.
I think I've seen 1.
Yeah, you think you've seen one?
I have memory that 5-man teams can't win, but that could just be because 5 versus 7 just seems like an obvious statement. But yeah, we have got the League of Liberty fighting for their lives now. If they lose this match, they are out, and you can see the pressure building up there with them, and they're disappointed. And I think they know that if they had their 7th player here, that they would be in a solid position. They'd be in an absolute solid position. There's several games there that they could have done better if they had the 7th player, like that last one. I think with the extra information, they would have easily done it.
Yep. Instead of pushing forward with the 5100.
Exactly.
T1
would have done it.
Yep.
T1 would have moved forward. The 5100s would have shot, got the clips off, backed off, or even just got their clip off because they were down to like 300 health each. Or 200 health each, 1 shot each. New Star were crippled, but great HP sharing. That's another trick that you see the high professionals doing, not pub star heroes. You get these players that are really good that aren't part of pro teams, or if they are, not very good, where they try to keep all the HP to themselves. I can't be hurt because I'm too good. But in pro teams, you see them taking shots for each other and making sure that if you only have 200 HP left, that you get covered by teammates because your gun is important. The amount of damage you can do is more important than your HP. So if you've got 1 HP, you're still in it and it can help your team. If you've got 1,000 HP, you're still equally as valuable as the guy with 1 HP in respect to damage dealing. So sharing the damage is super important. And New Star, I have to say, did it fantastically.
Shared it.
Great job, New Star. And there they are in their, well, I have to say, gorgeous uniforms.
Yeah.
I kind of like the New Star uniform. And actually, seeing the Gra uniforms up close, they are really nice too. We met the Gra TM guys, and their uniforms are pretty good, I've got to say. Right, so the possibly final game coming up, or at least the knockout game for League of Liberty. The pressure is on them there, palm facing, double into his hands. That's Strecker, I believe. feeling the pressure, and it's an offline event. There is a lot of pressure to be felt, not only by the crowd, the disappointment, even when the other team gets cheered. It's a lot of pressure you just don't get on an online tournament. It's a lot of things you feel. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really about that. So I think the battle was about to start, and it's anybody's game. League of Liberty had that, so we can definitely see they can come back. They can definitely come back. That last game just proved they can come back, and I expect them to have at least a good go. Rest in Peace is already saying good off and it's ready to go. For you out there who want to learn a bit of Russian, I actually heard a few people asking or saw people in the chat saying they want to hear or learn a bit of Russian. If you see the RO symbol in Roman numerals, Roman letters, sorry, Roman alphabets, that actually is go, like gotov, which means ready. So yeah. Anyway, back into the game. Game number 2 on the second map. New Star versus League of Liberty. For New Star, we have Dryador, Rest in Peace, Koretz, Voss, Just Cause, Krot, and Ali Imperator.
And for League of Liberty, we have Cassius Clay, Live for Surf, Streko, 51 Russ, Nikolai, and Regen.
We've seen a change. The T69 has been dropped for another AMX 5100, which is a bit surprising considering how the AMX 5100 wasn't actually doing that great, I have to say. So, I don't know. It seems like they went and got rid of the T69 in favour of a 5100, but that's because it's a big map. You need the speed. You want the speed for such a big map, and I guess you know the MX 5100 is that much faster.
Yep.
So,
and here we see Streko sitting in his T71. He moved straight to a bush because that's what hurt them last time. So now they just gotta be careful to get their biggest tanks, their biggest damage dealer, to some place without them taking a huge amount of damage like last time.
But New Star expected that and just instead moved out really far to make sure that they couldn't be caught out in the same ways that they caught out League of Liberty last game. And spreading out the town, basically. They caught their T1 guarding the western flank to make sure nothing comes down there. But that's very rare. You very rarely see teams move down that way.
Yeah, really rarely. Pub game rarely.
No, I've seen it in Earl of Steel. We saw Odin Mortis do a strategy where they pushed down that side, took out a few enemy artillery, and then moved back down it. Used up a whole 3 or 4 minutes just doing that. But that was, yeah, it was a complicated strategy.
Oh, tipped over a tree.
Pings are going out. They think they know where League of Liberty are, and I think they're right.
They've guessed right.
They have guessed right. Vosk and Rest in Peace are looking in their direction. Right, what do you think League of Liberty's move is now? Do you think they're just going to play defensively? Just hold back and wait for New Star to make the mistake? They can't really scout, can they?
Can't really afford to. But they've just been spotted without spotting anything back. So light bulb went off, and he has moved.
He didn't see Just Cause.
Nope.
Wow, Just Cause was right next to him and spotted him, but was not in return. That is crazy. Just Cause pulled up beside him, saw him, and moved back. But that's the advantage of the light tank. If you didn't know, the light tanks do not lose their camo value by moving. So you see that the light tanks have that massive advantage. They can run around, spot enemies, and be undetected. So you really want to see your light tanks be in the scouts and not your medium tanks. So Just Cause doing a fantastic job there, spotting one of the team from League of Liberty and getting out of there.
Yeah. So right now we're just playing super defensive actually, and not taking any risks.
Do have a push go down the other side. Ali Imperator is moving all the way forward, supported by Karez. Now, if League of Liberty senses this, they could actually push the other direction and be an entire combat vehicle up for the main battle. But Streko is spotted in the middle.
And Bosak is as well.
But they're moving up now with the Koretz and Ali Imperator forward up into the far side of the base. And
we do have Striker, yeah, he's in the middle. He was spotted, so he is definitely going back straight away.
Yeah, but with Koretz and Ali Imperator coming this far, if they are caught on their own, it could be really good for League of Liberty if they know that there's just one guy here. Because if they do that and take him down, well, all I can say
they can hit
is...
Vosk. So he just got hit.
Who got hit?
Vosk.
Wow, yes,
He
in
just
the
got
middle
hit.
there, they all lit up apparently, and taking a lot of damage. Drydor, Vosk, but the return fire happens. Nikolay is in a lot of trouble as Corvettes and Ali Perrier to come around the corner. He did not expect that. The T69 go down. The crowd scream because they did not expect such a thing. And there goes Streko, and he's down too. This is looking disastrous for League of Liberty. They have to pull something out of the hat to be able to be on the way through to the next round. Otherwise, they are in the losers bracket. Live for Surf though pops out, tries to engage Corvettes and Ali Perrier, but misses his first 2 shots. Connects with the third. Last shot coming out does hit with Corvettes, but he's have to pull out now. Just Cause moves in for point blank range though, and will finish him off. Oh, he tries to ram him. Not good idea because the well, actually,
Yeah, it makes us
just as
heavier,
light,
isn't it? Just as light. Okay.
I'm not sure with the 71. I thought he was a 69, but he's obviously not. But it doesn't matter. Either way, it didn't end up well. And on the far side of the battlefield, we also have Region, Russ, Drydor, Vosk, rest in peace, battling it out. And Region is in a lot of trouble now with his teammates down. He's going to try and finish off Drydor. Can he do it? But the answer is no. Russ is trying to come around the back trying to support him. But Russ must have like 2 shots left, and there's 6 seconds left on the cap. I think this is time to give the clap and the round of applause from the audience as League of Liberty go down to the losers brackets and New Star go through to the next round. Wow.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I wouldn't
There's
say
the
the
crowd.
one. I wouldn't say the one man lost in this game, this round.
No.
Nope.
It was just